Manchester United have got through to the Europa League quarter-finals. We have won the game against Rostov at 1-0. That wasn't easy in the end. We've gone through it all there. It was the same old first half. We have made changes to this lineup, which I did expect because of that game against Chelsea only a few days ago. You couldn't play all the same 11 players again. He's gone for the similar formation to what he's gone for in the past couple of games. I'm not a big massive fan of playing 5 at the back or 3 at the back, however you want to call it. I've never been the massive fan. The formation can definitely work for certain teams and in certain leagues and in certain games, but I'm just not always a massive fan of it. And we've absolutely dominated that first half. Obviously, we've seen Zlatan come back in. There was no Rashford tonight, which did worry me a little bit because we needed that real pace going up front. He's got that blistering pace. There was obviously no Martial as well, and there really does need to be some more goal threat going forward into next season because we're not scoring nowhere near enough goals. The amount of play that we're having in the opposition's final third, we're not scoring enough goals, we're not being clinical enough. And Mkhitaryan's had one in the first half which has just sneaked wide of the post. Zlatan's hit the post twice in that first half. Pogba's had a shot that the goalkeeper saved. We've absolutely dominated that first half and haven't put any chances away. If we had a couple of more clinical forwards in our squad, we would be winning these sort of games comfortably. We should have been winning that game 2 or 3-0 at half time. There's not really any excuse. This team were dog shit and they're for the taking. We've had to wait till that second half to get the goal, and they've improved in that second half. Rostov, they had a couple of really good chances in that second half in quick succession before Manchester United scored. Romero was probably, for me, man of the match in this game, which says a lot for Manchester United considering we dominated that first half. He pulled off some really fantastic saves in that second half. Juan Mata scored the goal after we've had to make a couple of substitutions due to injury, but I really didn't agree with the substitutions. But Fellaini actually did alright when he come on for Paul Pogba, who got injured. I would have preferred to have seen Carrick come on because we really need to get that control in the midfield. Carrick I thought would have been perfect, but Fellaini did actually do alright. And then for some reason he brought Phil Jones on for Daley Blind. And to be honest, I don't really understand that. Old Trafford, this is Old Trafford. I would have loved to have seen Marcus Rashford come on. You could have even brought Marcus Rashford on for Paul Pogba and changed the formation slightly. I mean, we've got to be going for this at Old Trafford. If we'd have scraped to 0-0 and gone through on away goals, that would have been awful against this opposition. Just not good enough. Okay, we would have got through, but wouldn't it for me have been good enough? Manchester United should be going out at Old Trafford and scoring lots of goals. And that was a bit where I was a bit critical of Mourinho. I thought we could have been a bit more positive in our substitutions. Obviously, as I say, Phil Jones come on in the second half for Daley Blind, who I think must have got injured. I don't know what happened exactly to him, but then it looked like Marcus Rashford was gonna come on for a long while, and we carried on until we actually got the goal. Juan Mata got the goal. I think it's his 10th goal of the season. At least someone, as I say the other day, not many players have stepped up to the plate when Zlatan hasn't been scoring, but Juan Mata has been one of them. Mkhitaryan, as the season's got on, since he come back from his poor fitness and his injury is at the start of the season, has got better as well, and he's started to chip in and been more involved in the Manchester United play and sort of been vital to Manchester United when Zlatan hasn't been out. But not too many other players have really stepped up to the mark. But it's good to see Juan Mata getting another goal for Manchester United. He's got some real crucial goals for Manchester United over his time, and that really, well, it didn't completely kill the game off because Romero had to pull off that fantastic free kick save right at the death. If that had gone in, we would have had to have gone to extra time. That would have been a catastrophe because Manchester United should, in that first half, have been 2 or 3-0 up. Okay, yes, they defended well. They completely, almost as you want to call it, parked the bus in this game. But we've seen that time and time again this season. And Manchester United should be finding a way to break these teams down. And I think we're just... I mean, other teams come up against this time and time again. But Manchester United seem to be the ones that can never break these teams down, which is so frustrating to watch in these games. But I think still for next season we're going to have to bring at least one more forward player into the Manchester United squad, because Zlatan is going to be 36 next year. Rashford and Martial don't at this moment in time look like 15-20 goal a season players. Whether they will be in the future really does remain to be seen. So we're going to have to bring at least one forward in, because Wayne Rooney is certainly, for me, going to be showing the door in the summer. Potentially Zlatan is still being linked with a move away from the club. If you get rid of both them two, I want to see 2 forwards come in. We've had, in 2009, we had 4 forwards around that period. 1999, we had 4 forwards. That was our successful periods in Manchester United history. 2 of our best squads. So you need 4 forwards if you're fine on all fronts in a season. 4 competitions, you've got to have 4 good quality forwards that score goals. Anyway, I'm really pleased that we got through to the next round. Can't be more than happy with that, because we've got through. Even though we should have killed it off in that first half, it's just a bit worrying, because we've got going to find that we're going to come up against much more tougher teams in the next few rounds, because there are better teams still left in this competition. Okay, the quality probably isn't what it was last season in the Europa League, so it's better teams like Dortmund and Seville were in it last year, so it was probably tougher last year to win it. But that doesn't mean to say that Manchester United have got a given to go any further in this competition. We're really going to have to work hard to beat whoever is left in this competition. I know Schalke, Mönchengladbach, Lyon and Roma were still in it tonight. I'm not sure how their games got on, but 2 of them teams will be through to the next round. So that's going to be hard for Manchester United, whoever we play. It's not going to be easy. Rostov are not a very good side for me, so Manchester United are going to have to up their game. We just got to hope that them injuries to Blind and Pogba aren't too serious, because this is wearing our squad thin. Luckily, we haven't got so many games, obviously now with the FA Cup out the way. We haven't got too many more games to worry about in that, so we won't have to reschedule many more Premier League games. But we go again against Middlesbrough on Sunday. Hopefully some more players, Martial, maybe Rooney will be back fit, because we need the biggest squad we can get going into these games, because there's no guarantee we're going to win the Europa League. We've got to do something in the Premier League to try and get into that top 4, and just hope that we can get comfortable in that top 4, which would be a miracle. I think it's going to go right to the wire, and then obviously we've got to keep going in the Europa League, because if we fall short in the top 4, we've got to try and fall back and hope that a miracle we can win the Europa League. We should be on paper the favourites for this Europa League, but I'm not too sure if we're going to win the Europa League yet. It is still, I think we're going to have to play a lot better than we have done in the last few games. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it. Overall, relieved that we're through to the next round. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk